We are continuing to focus on the unlock theme, and one thing we haven't yet unlocked are our suitcases. But to check out if others are, joining us now is Mr. Dilip Piramal, Chairman, VIP Industries. Good morning, Mr. Piramal. I know this is not the best of times, but it looks like better times are on the anvil. What has been the experience at VIP? Have July and August shown signs of life?
Well, not really, because, we are part of the travel industry. And unless the airlines and the trains start operating in a big manner, I don't think we are going to see much movement. So we hope that, this quarter is a washout, but we hope that in the next quarter, things should improve. Because, the country is coming to terms with living with COVID. And more activities are getting back
Actually,
to the normal.
Yeah, Mr.
So I think
Piramal,
by the next...
Yeah, good morning. In fact, the aviation ministry is trying its best to restore commercial passenger services. They have had talks with almost 13 countries, I think, to establish that air bubble arrangement so that they free up the airspaces. But I wanted to understand whether the month of August so far has been better than June and July. Are you seeing any kind of green shoots at all, or is it still as bad?
Well, June, July was quite bad, so they might be a little bit better, but that's not saying much.
Mr. Piramal, in terms of the balance sheet, how long can you manage with nil revenues or close to nil revenues?
If you remember, in April when we had talked, end of April or was it early May, I had said that we are okay for 8 quarters.
Okay.
So we are still good for 8 quarters. But we hope that not only will luggage revive, but we are making alternative plans to enter into a totally new field. I cannot disclose it at the moment, but something which can use our present infrastructure, that is our present facilities, manufacturing facilities, and also our distribution facilities.
Okay.
So that...
Can you give us a broad hint? Is it leather apparels? Is it handbags?
And which sort of fits in quite well with our existing activities. So,
by when will this decision
be? But we want to do it very properly. It's not a very small thing. We're already making some masks, but that is a very small activity, and we don't know how long that is going to last, because while the demand for masks is going to be there, but masks is a very simple item to make. And practically everybody who has got a sewing machine is making masks.
Mr. Piramal, I want to understand from you whether you're able to cut costs further. How much have you done by way of cost cutting so far, and what's the plan?
We have cut down our fixed overheads by about 1/3 already. And now we will have another round of cost cutting. So I don't think we can do too much now, or we can, but then it's like virtually, shutting half your company.
Can you tell us a little more about this? Can you tell us a little more about this new venture? When will you be in a position to announce?
Let's see. We've just started working on it, so we have to do a proper job. And we are not looking at it as a one-time activity, means only for this COVID period. We are looking at it as a permanent
addition
activity. And we had this in mind for the last 10, 15 years, but because in the last 5 years, our luggage business was growing so well that we didn't want to take on, we could have expanded much more in the luggage itself. So there was no sense in getting into other things, because our next target is to become international in luggage. Now, with our low-cost manufacturing, we are in a position to sell internationally, where we are not doing anything at the moment. But so we will also even within the luggage business, we will
become suppliers for the export market.
Yeah, not only suppliers, but we'll market it ourselves, because ultimately, maybe that might take a year more.
All right. No, sir, but if you can come back to this new venture, will it be September? Will it be the next October, December quarter when
it's too early to say anything? So I don't want to speculate now.
Okay.
Let us see how it goes. It also has to be quite viable.
Sure. Will you
Because
be will you be forced to sort of shelve any of your brands or close down any of your verticals?
No, not at all. Not at all. Our brands are very good and very strong. So there's no question of closing down anything, because it doesn't take us much to at least to produce the brands. And the main sort of more specific expenditure on the brands is in the advertising. So probably we'll go slow. Definitely we'll have to go slow. Like, I don't think in this current year, 2021, we're going to do any advertising. And we have some expenses which are amortized. Some of our fixed production costs and the costs we pay to our celebrities are amortized over the whole year.
Sure.
So those are still shown as a debit item in the profit and loss account each quarter.
Okay.
But we are not really going to do much. We might do some in the digital space, because obviously the digital space is going to be more important, the e-commerce.
Okay, sir.
And we are taking steps. We have, in fact, that is one area where we have strengthened our staff a little bit.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
So we are doing quiet.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Piramal, we are out of time on the show. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. You have whetted our appetite. You're getting into some new vertical, which you will tell us in the fullness of time. The stock is up 1%, I guess, after listening to that. We wrap up on Bazaar on that note. Lots of trading ideas lined up for you on Chartbuster.